How about now? We should be good. Okay. I don't know why that happened. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Today, we're going to talk about something horrible that Chelsea Manning did. She took a picture with conservatives. Can you believe her? The audacity. The audacity for Chelsea Manning to talk to people that don't 100% agree with her. I can't believe her. How dare she? And she didn't just do it once. Apparently, she has 2 pictures with conservatives out there. Oh my God. For those of you who don't know the background story, Mike Cernovich and a few political pundits on the right had a 1-year anniversary for the inauguration of Trump. Chelsea Manning said that she went there to crash the party and to face the people that she considers her opposition up front. Do I think that they're 100% her opposition? No, but I get what she meant. She's saying that she's not going to be scared just because someone is a conservative. If she wants to address them directly, she can address them. She shook hands with Mike Cernovich. I'm not a fan of Mike Cernovich. I don't really even like the guy. I think he's full of shit. He panders on people's fears. I get that. He's a conservative. But does that mean I think that Chelsea Manning can't act cordial and respectful? They see Chelsea Manning as a hero. So she can't take pictures with people who, she was in jail for 7 years. When you come out and there are people, especially people who really don't agree with your ideology, who consider you a hero, and they want to take a picture, I think she deserves to absorb some of that appreciation and that she had not been able to previously get because she was in jail. It's nice to know, in my humble opinion. As someone who has a privilege of being watched by not only progressives but conservatives as well, it's nice to know that every once in a while we can reach across ideological lines and find common ground when it comes to protecting the freedoms of the citizens of the United States of America. I think that's a pretty good thing to celebrate. Does that mean I like Mike Cernovich? No, it does not. But I'll tell you what it does mean. It means that once again, the neoliberals have proved themselves to be hypocrites. This wasn't a small story, believe it or not. And I was trying to get all the details of it before. I was going to do a video about it yesterday, but there was some more details coming out that I want to jump the gun. But this wasn't a small story. This, believe it or not, Linda Sarsour actually reached out to Chelsea Manning, had a conversation with her, and reported back she is so sorry for what she did. She's, didn't know better. The media was hounding her, was heckling her, trashing her. And in my head, I'm thinking, hold up. Is this the same media from the election? Is this the same establishment left from the election? Because I know my memory isn't that great. Y'all know I always make fun of myself. I'm horrible when it comes to names. I really am. I'm not even joking. My memory may not be that great, but when it comes to politics, which is why I usually can't remember everything else, my memory's pretty damn good. Especially as a member of the media, I definitely remember a lot of things that happened in the media. And I remember these pictures circulating. A picture of one Donald J. Trump, Hillary Rodham Clinton, Mr. William Clinton, a.k.a. Bootstrap Bill, a.k.a. Pimpin' Clinton. Remember that picture they all had together? Now, mind you, Women's March was about 2-3 days ago. Over 1 million people were at that march. Last year, there were over 8 million people at the Women's March. And they're all protesting this one guy while simultaneously celebrating this one woman that were in a picture together. In fact, if I recall, they were at Donald Trump's wedding. Bill Clinton and Donald Trump played golf together. Hell, Bill Clinton and Donald Trump committed pedophilia together. Pictures of all that stuff. Constantly put in photos together. Where the hell was the outrage for that? Where was the outrage for that? I know. I was there. The pictures were circulating constantly. And instead of getting just furious, because now they're furious at Chelsea Manning. They're furious at Chelsea Manning now. They were just making excuses. Well, that was just so long ago. It wasn't that damn long ago. Trump was a weirdo then. He was a dickhead then. He's a dickhead now. It's just now he has a Republican by his name instead of a Democrat. Literally the only difference. But either way, it's not about good or bad when it comes to neoliberals. It's about what's on the other side of your name. Is it a R or is it a D? Do you wear blue or do you wear red? And do you follow the establishment narrative? But it didn't matter. It didn't matter to the. But now when Chelsea Manning takes a picture with people who consider her heroes, because this wasn't like a mutual friendship. These are like, yo, Chelsea Manning is dope. I really appreciate what she did and what resulted because of it. Now it's a problem. Now it's an issue. So once again, we see the same thing, and it's crazy, people. It's so insane to me how nobody notices this. They did the same, they're doing at this very moment the same thing to Chelsea Manning as they have done to Julian Assange. Remember 08, 09, oh no, 08, 09, really 2009, 2010, 2011. Julian Assange was championed by the Democrats. Chelsea Manning deemed a hero by the Democrats. In fact, if I recall, Barack Obama was the one who released Chelsea Manning. And if I recall, Chelsea Manning was the one who was she in jail for? For giving stuff to WikiLeaks, the Russian bot. For giving documentation to WikiLeaks as an intel analyst in the military. Y'all loved Julian Assange and Chelsea Manning. What changed? Oh yeah, both of them, they acted altruistically. They weren't acting as a Democrat, nor were they acting like a Republican. They were doing what they believed were in the best interests of their countrymen and countrywomen. And yet, y'all celebrate them. But now, because they're still doing that. They're still behaving that way. Julian Assange is still pretty much altruistic. Chelsea Manning is still pretty much altruistic, except for now she's altruistic and running for office. And when I tell you, I know that the last thing the establishment wants is for Chelsea Manning to remind them how much she was celebrated and how much Julian Assange was celebrated when she gave them that information about Republicans. When she gave them that information about how Bush and Cheney were handling those prisoners in Gitmo, how they were torturing them illegally, what was going on, how she was jailed for it, and the last thing they need the reminder of for that to come back and bite them in the ass is like, and y'all released me. Y'all knew exactly what I did, and you released me. You pardoned me. So when it's information about the Republicans, you're perfectly fine with it. When it's information about the Democrats, you're like, oh, they're Russian. They're a Russian bot. They're Russians. Come on, people. So Laura said that Trump was most likely not a pedophile. No. Actually, it's more than likely that he was a pedophile. There are pictures of him on the Lolita Express with Jeffrey Epstein. That actually was a lot. That was the information that came, believe it or not, that was actually in mainstream media for all of 2 days during the election. But it wasn't even focused on Trump in particular. It was actually focused on Bill Clinton during the arrest of Jeffrey Epstein, because there were documents from the White House that outlined that he was, in fact, on the Lolita Express. He would leave his Secret Service to get on that plane. They would go to the little island and do their thing. So yeah, he was. Trump is an elite. I don't know why this idea that elitists are not pedophiles, like, or the elitists could possibly and probably or more than likely pedophiles, is like new to people. This was something this is really consistent throughout history, where the super elite end up being pedophiles. But that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is that once again, the Democrats show their inconsistency. Once again, the Democrats flip-flop. I mean, I don't know how many more videos I can do about this. Cause I honestly, sometimes I don't even feel like doing these videos. Because you know how the story ends, but it's necessary to call it out because we need to be able to document this stuff. When we go back and tell everybody, I told you so, you didn't listen, right? You need to be able to document this sort of thing. And so we are once again documenting. Chelsea Manning, do I know if you will be an amazing senator? No, I don't. I don't know that. But I do know this. I do know for a fact that Chelsea Manning, for some reason or another, is going to do the right thing, even if it will land her in jail for 7 years. Chelsea Manning is going to reach out to the other side, even though they probably do not agree with her or her transgenderism or the changes that she's made to herself personally. But I know it sounds crazy to believe, but that's great. You need to talk to people who do not agree with you ideologically. How else are you supposed to get them to change so they can agree with you ideologically, or you can at least find some common ground? What are you going to do? Ignore them and shit talk them? Yeah, because that's going to get everybody on your side for sure. Definitely. That's definitely going to get the job done. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. Like I said, if you are here and this is your first time, subscribe. It's definitely well worth it. Make sure that you join that one follow $1 campaign, or like I said, leave a super chat. That's perfectly fine as well. Follow on Twitter, by the way, if you have not. I need to put that in the description too. A lot of people have been asking me about that. I am on Twitter. Excuse me. But follow on Twitter, follow on Facebook, and always, always, always remember, ladies and gentlemen, find your balance. Peace.